Hey everyone, welcome to Bad Yogi Q&A Wednesday with me, Erin Motz, where I answer the questions that you send me via email and social media too. Today's question really hit home for me because I have been in a similar situation and I thought that it really applied to a lot of different things. So, this question comes from Alexis and she writes, I've been practicing yoga for 4 years now, but by no means I'm an expert yogi. I'm not certified yet, but have started instructing yoga over the summer for employee wellness programs at my college, and I enjoyed that for the most part. I didn't enjoy it as much as I had hoped, and I'm really bummed about it. I'm contemplating giving up and quitting because I have no desire to keep teaching, which disappoints me as I hate to admit it now. What is wrong with me? I thought that this was the next step in my practice and I don't really know what to do now. No pun intended, but am I a bad yogi if I don't practice every single day and don't enjoy teaching that much? So to me, this is more than just a question of whether or not you should feel good or feel guilty about wanting to teach yoga. This is more about how to figure out what you actually want in your life. Especially in America, society puts expectations on everyone for just about anything. For example, if you are always pretty good in school, it's pretty much guaranteed that you have to go to college or you're expected to go to college. If you run a few days a week, I can almost promise you that many people are asking you when your next marathon is. If you eat clean most of the time and you eat reasonably healthy, people in your office or in your life probably give you a hard time and tease you a little bit about why you never eat pizza or anything bad. Basically, we live in a world that is very much all or nothing, and the yoga community is not excluded from that either. I know when I first started doing yoga, getting certified to teach was not really a thing. I mean, I know that you could get certified, but it wasn't like every person who did yoga was aiming to get certified and teach yoga full time and make that their lifelong career. I mean, there were a few teachers in my city and a couple places that you could do yoga, but it really wasn't that big of a thing. Now, on the other hand, if you do yoga, especially in a yoga studio, I can pretty much guarantee you that it's gonna come up several times that you should do our yoga teacher training, get certified, teach. That is the natural next step in your yogi's journey, right? It's kind of implied that you should want to teach, that is the next step, that should be the thing that you want to do. And because people are telling you that, it kind of becomes your own desire even if it wasn't there to begin with. So instead of just taking society's expectations or your yoga studio's expectations at face value, I want you to always take a minute to step back and ask yourself, what do I want? What do I like? What would make me happy? What is the unfiltered version of what it is you actually want to do? In most cases, this does take dabbling, trying things, and yes, failing, needing to turn around and reevaluate. And that is okay. I think one of the scariest things we do is going down a path that we think is right and then realizing, I think I made a mistake, and having to turn around and try it again. But I promise it is not that big of a deal, especially something like teaching yoga. If it's something that you don't want to do anymore, then change it. You can always take a break and come back. And the reason why I said this resonated with me was because after I started teaching full time, like teaching 20 plus classes a week, I got so burned out. I was not looking forward to my classes anymore. There were a few that I would be excited about, but it became more of a chore than something that I really enjoyed doing. So it might just be something that you need to step away from for a minute, get a different perspective, and then when you come back, you might like it again. But if not, let the pressure go. And I think this goes with anything. Of course, there are varying degrees of difficulty with that, but we only have this one life. We only have this one chance to make it ours and to make it as enjoyable and as fun as possible. So don't waste a ton of time doing something out of expectation when you could be doing something you actually want because you want to do it. So there you have it, Q&A Wednesday. I really hope that this was helpful. Let me know what you'd like to see from me next week. And of course, if you have any other questions, I would love to see them, so comment below. If you're not already in, be sure to join the Bad Yogi Club. That's where you get free classes, Q&As, tons of other fun stuff like surprise coupons and other things that are secret. And I think that takes care of it. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next time. I'll do that sentence one more time.